What are some good cooking tips that chefs know? I'm going to let you in on a few professional cooking tips that will help make your everyday cooking simpler and stress-free. I'm going to share with you the kind of things you would only learn working in a serious restaurant kitchen. These are the 5 things I bring home with me from my culinary office. Anchor your cutting board. This wet paper towel will save your life. If you've ever had a cutting board slip and slide around on you, you're doing it wrong. Unless your cutting board has built-in grips on the corners or is extremely heavy like that one that sits on my counter at all times, or you already own a non-slip mat, high five if you do, you need to know this. Slide a damp paper towel under your cutting board. Now start chopping and mincing away. Notice that? Your cutting board has been anchored. It's not going anywhere. You will notice your knife cuts turning out better. You'll amaze yourself at the things can do and the pace at which you can do them when you feel safe in the kitchen. Keep blue tape and Sharpies within reach. In professional kitchens, we make a habit out of dating, labeling and claiming responsibility for everything that goes on to feeding someone else. We do it for safety and the added bonus of peace of mind. The number of times I've gone through a friend's fridge and played mad scientist with leftovers that may or may not still be okay, makes me wonder, how does anyone knows what anything is in their own kitchen? Most people can't remember what anything is in the deepest part of their freezer. Or if their baking soda is still any good. Thanks to blue tape and Sharpie, I never question how long something has been sitting around in my kitchen. Honestly, it's a guilty pleasure to have that kind of knowledge and power in your own kitchen. Just imagine being able to celebrate anniversaries with your spices in the back of the cabinet. That kind of knowledge and power. Keep a roll of blue tape and Sharpies within an arm's reach in a kitchen drawer. Date and label everything that goes through your kitchen. It's like cooking with supervision on. There is so much that becomes more clear to you. Before you ask, we use blue tape because there is no food that is naturally blue. Blueberries are more purple, so if we were to lose a piece of tape in anything, it is easily spotted. Own a kitchen scale. If you bake and you don't own a kitchen scale, you're torturing yourself. Learn to bake with a scale and never look back. Even if you aren't much of a baker, you'll see that this comes in handy in so many other ways. Most importantly, it helps you achieve one of my favorite things, uniformity. As a professional chef, you crave perfection in every aspect of your cooking. It's almost to the point where I can weigh something on site alone. I will notice when a meatball is not exactly the same size as the one right beside it at my pizzeria. It makes the hair on my arm raise. I'm not alone in saying that bothers me, right? With a scale, things like that just don't happen. Imagine cookies that are all exactly the same size when they finish baking. Burger patties that are all the exact same weight and therefore cook at the same exact time. Uniformity. It's what allows things to cook evenly. Perfectly. Uniformity allows us to achieve consistency. It helps us hit our mark every single time at exactly the same time. Cooking can be pretty quick and convenient when you don't have to guess. A kitchen scale can help you do things like that. Own lots of ugly kitchen towels. Get yourself lots of these. The uglier they look, the better. Because these aren't decoration. When you have liberal, free access all the ugly multi-use towels you could use, you start to experience a new world of cooking. Every chef learns from day one, clean as you go. Cooking around a mess makes it a terrible chore. And these hideous towels allow us to wipe, sweep, mop, grip, anchor, protect, cool and most importantly clean as we go. With ease, you can catch every mess as it happens. These towels aren't meant for guests. They don't look good in your kitchen. That's okay, they aren't meant to. They're meant to help you cook. Go ahead and spoil yourself. Own enough of these to use freely and cook your heart out. Invest in a strong kitchen hood. When you've cooked at home with a hood strong enough so you don't have to stop what you're doing every other 5 minutes is the best feeling in the world. I had an apartment kitchen that would discourage me from even thinking about turning on the stove. Doing a wind dance to the smoke detector gods every few minutes praying for the beeping to stop so I didn't have to drag a kitchen chair to shut it off was not my idea of cooking. Invest in a good kitchen hood and that misery will be a thing of the past. A good kitchen hood will act like your sidekick in the kitchen. With a good kitchen hood, you can crank that heat a little higher when you're searing a steak. You can start using techniques like grilling and pan roasting to unlock restaurant-quality flavor without a single distraction or worry. It's like finally having enough clear, empty highway to take your car up to 120 miles per hour without having to look over your shoulder. That's what cooking food in a kitchen with a really solid kitchen hood feels like. Let's recap, shall we? Anchor your cutting board. Keep blue tape and Sharpies nearby. Own lots of ugly kitchen towels. And invest in a strong kitchen hood. Those are the 5 tips I bring home with me from my restaurant kitchen. If you were savvy to most of these 5 things already, I'm impressed. It means you're quite the home cook. Remember, cooking isn't just about finding ways to make food taste good. It's about ways to continue making the overall experience easier and fun. At the end of the day, cooking may be a chore, but it doesn't have to feel like it.